Mike with KMI TV here with the King, Jerry Lawler. Jerry, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, Mike. How are you? We're just getting started here with the Comic-Con. People are starting to pour in here, and I understand they're expecting 90,000 people here at this three-day event, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to a good case of carpal tunnel or something in here with my hand, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. So now you have, 374 belts that you've held at one point?
Yeah, but we have to call them championships, not belts. That's not the correct term. I don't really. I lost count somewhere along the line because people come up to me and say you've won hundreds of championships, and I say yeah, but you got to realize that means I lost hundreds of championships as well. So I don't really keep track of it, but I think at last count it was something like 164. That's what they had in the WWE magazine. But I do know that it's more than any other wrestler has ever won in their career. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's something. Now, wrestling brought a lot of the older fans back with CM Punk's shoot heard around the world, so to speak. Do you think that
Did what now?
the shoot heard around the world? That's how I'm called.
That brought older fans back?
It brought me back.
How old are you?
29.
Okay.
Okay, the
I
young
guess you are an older fan.
the young adults started to come back a little bit.
Okay.
Do you think
Where
that
had they gone? I see. I don't understand that. I don't get what you're saying there. Where had they gone? In other words, so you're saying you weren't watching, and somebody told you that CM Punk did a shoot, and you started watching again.
Yeah, that's actually what
actually
happened.
what happened, right.
Yeah.
Well, wonder why the ratings didn't increase then when you started watching, when you weren't watching before.
Well, not to say that Monday Night Raw wasn't a huge
Okay.
showstopper anyway.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Okay, well, how do you think that the WWE went about the storyline since that?
What do you mean? How do I think it? I don't understand.
What do you think of how it was treated?
I don't think about it. I just show up every week and go out there and I don't like to know what's going to happen in advance. If I could, I wouldn't want to know. I just that way I get to be more like the fans, like yourself. When CM Punk showed up out there one week and started talking about, like, quite frankly, with things that I thought he shouldn't have been talking about, I was as surprised as everyone else. Then they cut his microphone off. I wasn't surprised. I thought they'd left it on too long. So I just show up and go out and do the show and I don't know. It's like I hear a lot of people say, well, I remember I did a movie with Jim Carrey back in 2000, the Andy Kaufman Show, and he told me at the time, I was asking him about some old movies, and he said, you know what? As soon as I'm through with one movie, I forget it. I go on to the next project, and I thought, that's probably the best way to do it. And I was sort of that way about Raw. Not that I don't think what has taken place before was good or cool shows and everything, but I just, I kind of put them in the past and go on to wait till the next week.
Right now, I know that you recently wrestled Terry Funk in Poughkeepsie. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I got put through a table by the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, which was not pleasant. Anytime you have a 400-pound plus guy land on you, it's not fun. But then, of course, Terry Funk, we had a match like a week after that, and he was cognizant of the fact that I had just had that back and rib injury, so he actually was kind enough to say a prayer before the match that my back didn't get further injured. And then, of course, as soon as it was over and he said amen, he hit me with a microphone, proceeded to run my back into the metal barriers around the ringside, hit me in the back with a metal chair about 15 times. So it was the same old Terry Funk that I've been used to since the 80s. He was probably one of my most fun opponents ever.
Well, that's great. Hey, best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Jerry Lawler.